Again, I want to introduce myself. My name is Austin Talbert. I'm a product marketer with Zoho Support. Really appreciate you being here for this webinar. So today we're going to talk about delivering more happiness to your customers, and that's what it's really all about in customer support. And it's really what it's all about in business, keeping your customers happy, keeping them coming back, continue to do more business with them. So we're going to look at that in a way through the lens of Zoho Support and how you can create a customer-centric culture with Zoho Support as that foundation. Again, as I said, my name is Austin Talbert. I'm a product marketer at Zoho Support. So let's just jump in. You can see there's a picture there. If you haven't done this before, if you have, you already know there is a chat window, and above that there's also a questions uh, little window where you can. And the thing is telling me we're having a little network connection difficulties. So if I'm choppy on my audio, uh, you can chat and let me know if you can hear. I apologize for that. It looks like our internet is a bit spotty right now on the upload speed. But we'll keep going. So like I said, there's a chat widget there to the right. And above that's a questions where you can kind of flag a question. We have someone from our team, Tejas, here in Austin, Texas, where I am as well, answering your questions, and he'll be able to answer those throughout uh, the webinar. So don't wait till the end. Whenever something comes to mind, ask him right then and there. I don't want you to forget it. And really, you get more value out of it that way if we're interacting. And this is really about you getting value out of it in whichever way you need to. If you need to ask more questions, maybe we can keep that open and we can chat a little bit later for 5 minutes. So even after the broadcast ends, depending on time, we might have Tejas answer some of those questions, or we'll look at them and answer them together. But we're going to focus on the product today. So the agenda, here's what we're going to cover. We're going to cover what is Zoho Support and why you should use it. We're going to cover some basic help desk terms. So if you're not familiar, or even if you have been using Zoho Support or another help desk for a while, some basic terms to help you understand the core functionality, the way things are supposed to work, how you can better organize so your customers benefit and your agents benefit and your business benefits. And then we're going to jump into the product and take a quick look at improving your support's efficiency and effectiveness inside the product. And then, like I said, your questions. That can be anytime. If we have time, we'll maybe bring some of those up at the end. So let's get right into it. Zoho Support is web-based customer support software or help desk software that streamlines your customer service and support interactions by organizing conversations from multiple places, from multiple channels, all in one simple place, which the basis of is going to be inside your browser. I'm sorry. Okay, we just had someone else come in and they weren't muted, but now they're muted. We'll get going again. So originally, where help desk might have started out, you might be familiar with large IT organizations have internal help desk where I'm locked out of my email, I forgot my password. This is where they started historically. They're very prominent there. This is kind of taking that software and democratizing that while it's on the cloud, software as a service, so anyone can use it. It's easy, it's affordable, and it can apply in a lot more functions. So anywhere there really is customer support, customer service, really whatever you call it. If you have customers, they're going to have questions, issues, problems. Even if you don't do software, if you do, you're going to have that. If you're an e-commerce retailer, you're going to have shipping things, account issues, whatever it is. So you're going to need the ability to deliver solutions quickly and keep those customers happy, and that's why Zoho Support exists. The basis of Zoho Support, if you drill it down, the most core function is, you might have heard, as a trouble ticket. This is, again, from that IT world. We're going to call it a request or a ticket. That's where a customer reaches out to you for help or ask a question. So all interactions related to this request are shown in a single conversation inside Zoho Support. So regardless of channel, across channel, regardless of time, if you and a customer are interacting figuring out a specific issue. This is going to be all stored in line inside a single request. The channels we're going to be talking about, as I just mentioned, that Zoho Support can handle, and then all from a single organized place, are going to be these. You're going to have phone, including, we're not going to show you, that's a bit complex, but if you're interested in it, someone from our team would love to give you a demo of it, of Twilio, which is a cloud telephony where you can buy a number from Twilio, integrate it into the product, and you can answer phone calls from customers directly inside the product, and information from that customer will pop up. And even with advanced things, you can do IVR, interactive voice response, or complex phone trees, depending on how many agents you have or how you're set up. That's a bit too complex for what we're going to look at today. We're just looking at the basics. The next thing is email, which most of you are probably familiar with and probably use to answer customer questions currently. It's the most prominent, especially in web-based businesses. You're going to be able to respond from different email addresses from right inside Zoho Support, and get all these customer emails, respond to them, handle it all, and get the visibility into what customers are asking and what solutions you're using and how long that's taking, and if they're satisfied. The other ones we offer is live chat, so it's kind of that instantaneous ability to connect with customers. If you've been to an e-commerce retailer site, you've seen these widgets, either buttons or widgets at the bottom right that scroll along with you. This is where you have the ability, where customers have the ability to reach out to you instantaneously and ask questions, and get those answers quickly. The great thing for you is you're able to do this right inside the app, and you're able to handle, unlike phone, which is also real time, you're able to handle more requests at the same time. So you could chat with multiple people at once. And this is going to, again, be inside your app. It's going to be all logged alongside all these other channels, so you get visibility into how that fits into your customer service picture. We also offer social media. It's going to be Twitter and Facebook. You can easily link up accounts. You have listening features, which we'll check out today. You also have the ability to respond to customers directly from the app inside. So you can convert those to requests, respond directly. And like I said, with the listening features, it doesn't have to be, someone doesn't have to tweet you. You can keep your ears open and see maybe negative brand. We know how costly negative mentions of your brand and how quickly a bad experience can spread. So you can be listening for that and be able to catch that and take care of that with that customer before it becomes something larger, and keep them happy and make positive impact socially. The other thing, another way, it's a very common way, is self-service. This is going to be your customer portal, what we're going to look at today, where you're going to have a knowledge base with solutions available for customers to search and find. Also with the ability, if customers can't find that solution there on self-service, they're going to be able to go to the next step. That's web form, where you can just put this on anywhere on your website or in your customer portal, as we'll see today. And your customers, if they can't find their answer on the proactive support, they can just submit a ticket to you from a web form, and that will go straight in, and you can respond to them through email from there. And then lastly, another thing that kind of relates to customer self-service and interaction is the ability to integrate with forums. You can build these into your customer portal. So user forums, you could have a thread where people are asking for feature requests. If you're a software company, you could have a thread where someone's talking about customizing. And the great thing is, not only can you interact with them, but your other customers can interact in a community, which can be incredibly valuable, because customers are able to help each other. And the value of establishing and growing that community where people feel a part of something bigger can be incredibly valuable. So, as I mentioned, reps or agents are the members of your team that resolve customer support issues. For each rep inside Zoho Support, you're going to have to buy a license. Licenses are done on a monthly basis. We'll look a little bit at the pricing towards the end. Departments are just groups of agents that are defined in a specific organization which structures how you handle and organize issues. So if you have multiple products or brands or teams, um, maybe even website front ends, that's really no problem. You can just set this up in departments. For example, you could maybe have just an accounts department. So for all issues related to setting up new accounts and being locked out of accounts, all of those requests can be routed there. You could have a payments department that handles canceled payments, change of credit cards, sending out new invoices, etc. You could have an onboarding department. There's a set of processes and issues that you find with customers that are specifically in that onboarding, where you could have specific agents dedicated to those, maybe that are more familiar with those issues. Or you could even create a department that's like maybe for a VIP group of customers that have different set of rules, different set of expectations, etc. Really, the freedom is yours, and that's one of our kind of guiding principles in building software. Is we want to provide a strong basis, but we want to give you the ability to customize and organize in the way that best fits you. So you're going to see, we're not going to get into that, but there's lots of ways to customize, even rename the modules, customize those modules, change fields. If the fields you see today or you see when you start your trial aren't what you want to see, no problem. Just customize that. So as I just mentioned, modules, these are just the tabs at the top of the system that separate the different functions of Zoho Support. So we'll see in a second, we have requests, solutions, accounts, contacts, tasks, reports, community, social, and chat. You can rename, rearrange, or even remove modules you don't need. And then, like I said, you have the further ability to customize those to your needs. Solutions, one of the modules, or also could be known as a knowledge base, is where your team catalogs known issues and their remedies. So this can be both for your team's internal use and for external use publicly as a part of your self-service offering that helps these customers help themselves and solve the issues on their own before they even need to reach out and contact you. Solutions form the foundation of proactive support, where customers are empowered to help themselves. And this not only does it save you time and money, but it's something customers really expect. They want the resources to find. A lot of people don't want to have to call. They don't want to have to take time to raise that email or fill out that web form. And they really don't want to send a negative tweet your way. But if they can't find the answer, they're going to do that, right? So give them the solutions, organize it in a neat way, make it very accessible, and your customers are going to love being able to help themselves. Next, we skipped something. We have contacts and accounts. This is, if you're familiar with Zoho CRM or any other CRM, this is going to be a reflection of that, where contacts represent the specific customers or end users. These are the people that you're interacting with when you're solving requests. And accounts are the companies that those contacts belong to. If you're dealing with consumers, like I said, you can disable this module completely. Accounts are necessary and helpful for creating and organizing your service level agreements and contracts. So this is what you're going to associate those with by company. As I mentioned just now, service level agreements or SLAs. These are a defined set of rules that govern how you handle requests from a specific company or account. They're one of the core functions of customer support software, and they give you the power to set standards for service and support to ensure you can continually meet those. In the contract sense, you can even sell this as a service to your customer, saying, okay, if you want this SLA, this gold level SLA, this platinum level SLA, where you get responses in email in 2 hours, you get you set up those rules, and you can sell that, and you associate it with it, and you can even create a contract that's associated to that account rep. So it's a yearly contract, and even the system will even notify that account rep, like, oh, 30 days out, this contract's about to be up. Let's come back and re-up and sell it. So this is kind of where you're going to get that visibility on both ends, managing it and delivering on it. So now we've covered some definitions. Let's just kind of jump in to it. So realistically, customer support is all about customers. So today, I'm a customer. I just bought a new device from Zillium. It's called a Z-Pad. It's kind of a business themed tablet. And Zillium promises me, and I've been a customer of theirs for a little bit and using their cloud applications to run my business. But this device is supposed to really be designed to run those applications and designed for me to be able to do it wherever I need to do it. Connect me with everything I need to do, connect with customers, etc. Connect with my team. So I bought that device. I unboxed it. I've plugged it in, got the battery up where it needs to be, powered it up, and I've only found out now that I can't really access the full power of my device, and I can't really get going today without being in the office, and I'm not in the office, so I don't have my laptop with me, so I can't get going because I'm locked out of my Zillium cloud account. So I've headed over to Zillium, the maker of the device's customer portal, their customer support page, and I can see they have self-service here. They have a knowledge base. They have articles, and I'm going to just look for the solution to what's happening for me. So I'm locked out. Account locked. Let's see if this pops up a solution. And I search for it, and nothing is here. There's not a solution here. Well, today's not my lucky day, so I'll just go over quickly, and I'll submit a request. Give them my name, my email, so they can contact me back, and my subject. My account is locked. Can't access from new Z-Pad. So I'm just going to go down. I can even associate it with the product. I can see the Z-Pad here. I'll associate with that product. And I'm going to establish the priority. This is high priority. I can't use it without, I can't get going with my business without it. And this is definitely a problem. And I just have to fill out the CAPTCHA. They want to make sure that no bots are sending us spam tickets. So I'm going to save. Image text not entered correctly. I'll try again. They must think I'm a robot. You see at the top there, my request. There's the number and the thing was added correctly. I didn't notice that. I didn't see the full message. So I can also get my email here, and I see I just got notified from the system. Hey, Roderick, thanks for getting in touch with us. We'll contact you shortly with a solution. Here's the following details for your reference. Here's your ticket ID. There's your ticket title. So it all went through. I can also see the link right here to the self-service portal where I can log in and check all the my tickets, the status, etc. Keep in touch. So let's go on over and let's go to the other side, kind of flip the screen around. And now that the ticket's in, on the other side of the internet, Patricia, an agent at Zillium, just logged in. So here's the screen she sees, and she can quickly see in the status center the pending requests for the whole company or for the whole department. She can see the ones that are pending for her, and she can see kind of some stats with her average response time in this department, and then a graph over here of loads of tickets. So if we go into request module, where we're generally going to work out, we see this one right here. High priority just came in 1 minute ago. My Z-Pad account is locked out. So if I want to get a quick view of it and get quickly in there, I can click that little icon. It's going to pop up the body of that ticket. I see it's from the web self-service portal. That's what this icon means, where this might mean email and this is phone. I can see that, and I have the ability to reply right here if I want. But generally, that may be for more simple things. In this case, I'm just going to click in and drill right into the ticket. So here I can see the full kind of complete view of a ticket. And over to the right is generally where my eyes are going to look first. I've already kind of got a view of what I know this is about. It's about that a ZPad account is locked out. But here I can see who the contact is. This is Broderick Butterfield. I see his phone number. I see his email address. And because he's a current customer, he's in our CRM. And because we use Zoho CRM, we have these accounts completely linked up. So I can view directly into the CRM information within the window. So I can see who's the contact owner. I can see the account name. I can see his title. I notice he's a CEO. So he's the CEO of this account. It's kind of a big deal. So let me get a little more context before I respond or before I just throw this off and go working at something else. So let's go back to the properties and let's view the CRM info, and then just because I know he's the CEO, I'll do a quick view so I can take me directly to his contact details inside Zoho CRM. So maybe there's something important in there I want to see before I start handling this ticket, because context is always important. That's why we want you to link it up. Is in context you can provide better service. With the information, I can provide better service. So if I go down, I just noticed right here in the notes that Broderick always prefers to be contacted by phone. So good thing I saw that. I know that, I got this number. Let me call this guy. But again, before I do that, let me get a little more context. So Zoho Support inside, below the body of the ticket, I have these kind of sub-modules. And one of those is recent requests. So any requests from that contact that have come in recently, I'm going to be able to see all of those right here. So you see he's been pretty active. So I see that he also had an issue, but these are closed. He was locked out as another ZPad. He had issues with exporting reports. And he has this one right here with Tasker Pro, and then he has some random bugs. So let me just get a quick view of these. This looks like it's the same thing. So he's having a lot of issues with getting locked out. So maybe we need to set up a call, and maybe we'll do that when I'm on the call. Maybe we need to set up a call with his team if he has multiple devices. But right before I call him, I'll get kind of the details on this other thing. One of the other products he's using, Tasker Pro. So it looks like he's importing 2 new projects into this master account because he just acquired a new company. So that's cool. But they have 2 big projects, and he really needs to get that up and running. And this is due really quick. It's actually late, so it's great. I can handle this all at the same time. So let me just dial up Broderick. 512-555-3333. Okay, phone's ringing. Hey, Broderick. Yeah. It's Patricia from Zillium. I just got your request about your ZPad account being locked out. So this is a new device. Yeah. Okay, yeah. What's kind of happening, and just to give you a heads up, on these new devices, if they're from a certain model, they're not kind of agreeing with the cloud accounts. So what you're going to have to do is this first time, you're just going to have to run this code and then input the master code from your Z. Yeah. So you can see if you just hold down the power button and the home button, the little dialog is going to pop up. There's going to be a box where you can enter the code. You're going to have to get a computer out and log into your cloud account. And then you'll see under the device management tab at the top right, when you click it, you'll see the master code for all your devices. So you just have to match those up and add them in. So yeah. So do you have that? Okay, good. Yeah, just copy that over. And as you see now, when you hit submit, it's going to unlock it and you're going to be good to go. I also noticed that you were having some issues importing. Yeah. You were having issues importing a Tasker Pro, getting some new people set up. I mean, congrats on acquiring the company and those two new projects. I want to help you get those set up. So what I'm going to do, can I schedule a call with you with one of our agents who's in charge of Tasker Pro imports? Yeah, yeah. Let's do that. When works for you today? 4? Okay, perfect. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I Is that all? Anything else? Yeah, I appreciate you letting us know about that, and we'll have that call. Yeah, we'll set that up. Okay. Thanks. Yeah, your call's gonna be with Jasmine. She's gonna take really good care of you. Yeah, she'll handle it, and hopefully you'll be good to go and up and running by the end of the day. Okay. Thanks, Broderick. Have a great day. Bye. So you see that because I had the context there, because I was able to see the recent requests, I was able to handle more at once, and I was able to make a better impact in context with the customer. I was able to, instead of responding and then seeing another one and responding to another email, I was able to get it all done. As you see, I went into this Tasker Pro import while I was on the call, and I was able to add a task. This is the call that I set up and scheduled it, and I was even able to make sure that Jasmine is reminded and notified an hour before. We can even notify her by phone via SMS if she's away from her desk or something. So we have the tools here to be able to better support. So this one's still open. Let's go back. Sorry, to this account, and I handled it via phone, but I want to just send a quick email. Thanks for being patient with your new devices. So I'm just going to send this and close it. So that'll go ahead and send him, and let's go back to the other side of the internet. Again, as Broderick, I see that response there. And then I also see the notification that, hey, thanks for getting in touch with, your account is closed. Your ticket is closed. So this is a point where, let's say a ticket was closed by mistake, the customer can notify and be like, hey, this isn't really solved. Can we get this handled? But since this is solved, um, this is going to we've built our customer survey, customer satisfaction survey, customer happiness survey, whatever you want to call it, right into this automatic email. So your customer gets the ticket closed, and it's going to say right here, there's a link. How would you rate our customer service? Product clicks it. It was great. Well, he had to click good. So, and the customer can even leave a little comment. So Broderick really appreciated getting that personal call and having those two issues solved at once. So he submits that, and that's going to go directly into the system. Now I'm back on the other side of the internet as Patricia. So she handled that request. She got that task set up. Now let's go back to home and kind of get further into her day. So there's a few things you want to look at and how you can work and really make your team work together better and really improve the way you interact with customers. As I showed you, you have the quick ability. You can see right there. So he already got the feedback. I can quickly view that last response, and I can quickly shuffle in between the threads of it without it being complex and popping all up right here. Quick and easy view of all that. The other thing, as you see this yellow note here, that means there's comments. By quickly clicking that, it's going to add up the comments, and I can add comments right here. This is how you can interact and collaborate with your team. So you see there's been a discussion going on with the team. Me, Eduardo, Fiona have been talking about customers expressing what channels they want to use. We're rolling out chat in a few areas with a few agents, and we're just trying to figure that out. And we're talking about that. And I can at reply, so at Fiona. And Jasmine isn't on this, but Jasmine's heading up our first chat rollout. So I'm just collaborating right here, and this is not about a specific ticket. This is related to the ticket and it's other things, but we're able to get that. We're able to communicate easily in the kind of terms you're used to, in the social kind of way that you're used to, and it's all in the way where you can even tag the agent, and we can just see here in the notification center. This is where those agents are going to get these notifications and have the ability to respond. So I see I just got another notification here. As we just saw, Broderick gave the happiness rating good for the request. And for this request, 159 Z-Pads accounts locked out. And I can leave a comment like, always make sure to call Broderick if he has an issue, because he loved that. This is where I'm kind of gaining, I'm learning things about my customers, and I'm connecting the dots, and I can share with my team, make sure that everyone knows, and they're going to be able to track that. I can see here, Manish, he mentioned me, so this was an at mention, and it's going to notify me right here. So he mentioned me earlier today. Hey, can you reset this customer's billing details? So I know I can jump on that, and I can click in and do that right now. And then you see here, Manish had responded to me in a thread where I was asking him about devices. So this is now I have the information there, so I can go handle that as well. These are, again, the reason we did this is to give you and your agents the tools to communicate and collaborate on the fly, to make support a better team effort, and ultimately improve the results for your customers. Now, the time savings and the cost savings you're going to get through this is also a positive, but this is generally to make it easier for your agents, and like I said, improve results for customers. So let's just again look quickly at all the details right here and the right thing. We looked at the CRM integration. You're going to have a quick ability to close the request right there. One click if a request was still mistakenly open, and I just reopen it right then. You can add those details like phone, associate products, or add the resolution. What solution was needed to fix this problem, so we can track that, and then look at that, and then ultimately build better self-service, create an article. If we see a lot of resolution, that's not just one-off issues. If this is happening over and over, we can get invisibility and then improve self-service, and hopefully deflect some of those tickets in the future, so we're not continually asking the same question over and over. Here I can also, as we looked at where the customer said it, I can change the priority. For us, that defines the SLAs, and we'll look at that in a second. I can change the classification. Was this a question, problem, feature, or others? This is others because this is talking about channels they would like. And then I'm able to save any of those changes right here. As you see, I'm following, and then I can even add followers. So I want Jasmine to also follow this. And when you follow, and you can also follow from the top, that's when you're also going to get notifications. So I can follow a specific request. So if an agent responds or provides a hint, I'm going to get notified of that immediately without having to click back in their request. So on the one with Manish, I was following it because he let me know about the details of their account, how many devices on which versions they had. So I didn't have to keep checking on that. I was notified of that, so I know I can go in a second and close that out, respond to it, and close it out. Or I can follow, as you saw with Broderick, I'm notified of everything that kind of happens with him. When it's closed, when there's a new one, when he sends a feedback, because I'm following him as an important contact. Or I can follow even a request, an account. So everything that happens within that account, I'm notified. So let's just pretend there's a phone call coming in right now to Zillium, which there is. I hear it ringing. Um, ring, 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 ring. So I can answer it. And what we'd like to do at Zillium is right when we answer the phone call, because we're not using Twilio, we're not using the integrated cloud service, I'm just going to go ahead and add a new request. So let me go ahead and answer it. Hey, hello, this is Zillium. Patricia here. How can I help you today? Oh, hey, hello, William. William, yeah. How's everything going? Well, I wish it could be better. Okay, so you're having some issue with Tasker Pro customizations? Okay. Um, yeah. So what's going on? You can't view custom dashboard reports. Okay, inside Tasker Pro. Okay. Yeah, so can you send me? Oh, no. Okay, yeah, just explain it. Okay, I understand that. Okay, got the error code. Can you just give me your browser? Chrome version 10.23. Okay. Okay, yeah. Okay. Yeah, we'll get this taken care of right away, okay? Yeah. I know you need those reports out. Yeah. I'm gonna need a developer to quickly look at it, but we'll get right back to you, okay? Okay. Thanks. Have a good day. We'll be right back with you. So you see, while I was on the phone, I was able to put this information right in the details. I have what it's about. I have the issues we need, and I can even add comments. Need. So I, and then I can, like I said, I can at reply exactly to it. So this is going to notify him I need to do this. But for completion's sake, I'm going to add that. I'm going to add that in as also as a task, so that will show up as well, and we can better track how our agents, what tasks they're doing, how many of these commands are they having to run, how much development time are they going to have to go back to the team and do. So this is going to be due pretty quick, by the end of the hour, and not one of these, high priority, say. So when Manish is handling this with the developer team, he can even track. We're not billing this customer because of the plan they're on, but if you do bill based on, let's say, working on this specific task, they can log their time right there, hours and spent, time per hour, additional cost descriptions, and add that all in right there. You also have the ability, like I said, to add in attachments. So if there's some documentation specific to this that we draw up with the team, they can add that in and share that right across. Again, I can also see the other issues right there. So I see, you saw when I was adding it in, it searched and found the name. It automatically populated that. It automatically connected to the account where we see they even have a contract for platinum support. So that's why this service request has to be taken care of so fast. Yeah, let's just quickly look. Again, all the tools are not just for socially collaborating and working together. As we talked about, we also have social media to connect with your customers. So the way we have it set up at Zillium is it's a separate department. So let's go into social media support and then into the social media tab, where you see I have a Twitter. Zillium Cares, our customer service Twitter setup. You see I have no direct results right here. So these are things that are at mentions, tweets directly to me. I have none of those here. And I have no direct messages, but I have the ability to listen in on keywords I define, so I can see what people are talking about, see if there's any issues, positive or negatively, people reacting to our brand and our product. So I click here in Zillium, and I see, hey, here's a tweet. Zillium is the worst. My new Z-Pad can't connect to the work network. That's got to be frustrating. And I can see by just clicking this user's name, I can get their details right here and pop up all their latest tweets. So see that, wow, he had some other, he really just doesn't, this is 3 times he's been tweeting negatively about us, had different issues. So every time he has an issue, he's going to tweet us negatively. So simply, all I got to do is convert that as a request, and it's going to take that all over to social media. Before that, let me look at some of my other keywords. Zpad, I see that one, just converted as a request. These are just junk. I mean, like, I can quickly see they're not what I want, but just to be clear, I can come in and look and see, I can get a quicker view to see what's going on, and see if I'm missing something. Maybe there's another tweet that follows in that provides more context, because of the lack of characters. Maybe it's a string of frustrated, and then I'll check Tasker Pro. This mentions Multitasker Pro, but this is not our product, so I'm good there. Don't need to convert that over. So now I've converted the request over. I'm going to go into the request section and just open this request up. So I can actually just post a reply directly from here. You see here, this is going to reply via email. We have the customer's email. This is going to reply via Twitter. 140 character limit, as you know, with Twitter. This is going to post it directly. But being the king of context and the person always caring about the context that I am, I want to think, like, what's the best way to support this? Realistically, I don't know anything that's really going on with this Zpad. What's wrong? Is it his work network? Is it a hardware issue? There's really no context here. It's hard to know. And I know that responding in 140 characters and going back and forth about trying to figure this out is really not the best idea. The customer was able to express his frustration, but this isn't the best way to help him via Twitter. So what I can do here, as you see, I've got his phone number. So let's go ahead and just call him up. Hey, Austin. Yeah, this is Patricia. What's going on with your Zpad? Yeah. Okay, so you just, yeah, okay. Your work network is set up. It's web. Okay. Yeah, just try this. Go into network preferences, set up a new network. Just delete the old one out and we'll just set the new one up. Sometimes that just clears out the issue. Okay. And then, yeah, you had it. Okay, yeah. Just make sure you don't have it. You got the correct setup. Did that work? Not WPA, it's WAP. Put that code in, work perfectly. Okay, glad it connected. If you have any other issues, just give us a call, tweet us, whatever you need. You can, either direct message us on Twitter at Zillium Cares, or you can respond directly to us, and we'll get back to you. Okay, thanks, Austin. Have a good day. So I was able to handle it, and I can close the request, but I'm going to go ahead and just post a retweet and respond to them, and I can do that right there. Then I can close the request. So you have that ability with the context there with your customers to support them. They can reach out in the ways they can that are convenient, in the ways they want to do, and even if it's venting like this, but I have the ability to listen, provide that context within the system, within the CRM. All the information I have is there, and I can support them in the best way, in a way that really wows them up, in a way that gets better results that continue to help me out. So that's really what it's all about. So we looked at social. Now we can just quickly, just so you can see, quickly look at a chat. So the customer's on our customer self-service portal. and they can't find their answer, they can just start a chat. And you can see, here's this chat coming in. I have one visitor waiting. It's Austin Sotheby again, and he needs help with his Z-pad, so I can just accept it. So I can chat with him, and I can see when he's chatting, and it pops up even before it's there. I can get started on it. I can, again, in here I have context. I can see what site he was on, where he was in the portal, what article he was looking on. I can see some of these details to better support him if it's technical. I can see what browser he's on, what version, his IP address. So those technical things I don't have to ask, so I can save time. I can add notes in, and I can go back to the chat. And like I said, I can chat with him the whole time. I can convert it as a request. I can even have canned messages to quickly reply on maybe like more detailed steps, things I don't want to continue to check out. I can even send him files or things that maybe could help him out. But I'm going to end the chat. And then let's make sure to convert that as a request so we have visibility. So that's generally how the chat works. And like I said, you can chat with multiple people at once in there. And also from chat, those customers are going to have the ability, when they're done, to give you that feedback. So you're, again, getting visibility into that. And speaking of the visibility, Patricia's also helps out as a manager. So she wants to kind of know how things are going on, how customers, what they're asking for, how things are going. That's why we build reports. You're going to have a lot of, because collecting this data is great, organizing it is great, being able to respond in context and wow your customers is great, but you can continually improve. We can continue to learn things. So we just launched social media. We're trying out chat. We can quickly look at our requests by department for the last 30 days. Here's a report Patricia likes to look at and see where things are coming from. These are by department. She can see that social media only has a very small percentage, so she's probably fine just handling it on her own. Now, the other thing inside reports, now you can customize and create your own. We're in the social media support department. Let's change back to the main department and go into reports. You also have dashboards. While in reports and dashboards are both customizable. So here in a dashboard, the one we have pre-populated here, is a quick graph of requests by priority. So we see it here. See kind of generally how things are coming in. And then we also have requests by status. So we see that the biggest piece of the puzzle is still open requests. So maybe now is not the time as a part-time agent, part-time manager, for me to be looking at all these and trying to learn things, but maybe now's the time to click immediately in there and get an open request. This is where it's going to give me the report, all the open ones. There's an escalated one. And when I view this, I can click in it and it's going to open that directly up. Lastly, as a manager, I might want, as I talked about, to set up some rules. And I'll kind of show the few that Zillium has going that you've seen today that have really helped us out. So the first thing you want to do that might save you some time is assignment rules. This is going to do it automatically. You saw this one in action already. This is a ZPad issue. So we created an assignment rule earlier where any ZPad issue on creation is going to get sent in. If the subject contains ZPad, it's going to be automatically assigned to Patricia. Twitter, again, another thing. If the channel is Twitter, automatically assigned to Patricia. So other people can convert those requests, but it's always going to be assigned exactly to who it's best handled to do it. Again, you can assign it to multiple. You could have multiple people there depending on the size of your team. You could have it for a specific department. Next, let's look at those notification rules. As we talked about, we have it set up right here to notify the contact, those customers, as soon as their request is received and closed, which we saw. And you can customize this. If you see the template, easily customize it, add your branding, add whatever you want. These fields, they get auto-populated. And this is where we added that customer happiness rating into all those ones closed. So our customers are able to give their feedback, and we're able to view how we're doing. Like I mentioned, you can also even notify your agents or customers via SMS. So your ticket's been updated, your ticket's been closed. This is better for maybe notifying your rep, like you just got this ticket, it's due here, it's due at this time. So they can better manage their time or what they need to do and their resources. Workflows, I'll just mention briefly. You may be familiar with Zoho CRM, are just custom rules you can set up that accomplish things automatically. So you could have a password reset workflow. So anytime a password reset ticket comes in, it sets the priority, it sets the status, it sets the type, it assigns it to the right team, it updates all those fields automatically. A macro would be a workflow that you would happen to do with a click instead of being automatically. So you could be working in a ticket. Maybe Patricia wants to go in and close all the tickets that aren't closed, but also if they're more than a month late, update them to a new status so she can get visibility of like hanging status. So we can figure that out and we can address why that's happening. That will do that all with one click instead of having to go through and manually change all those fields. Next thing is SLAs, and we mentioned it earlier. We'll look exactly at how these work for us. And we have just some simple priority-based SLAs. So if priority is high, if the customer set that in the customer portal or an agent on the phone has dictated based on that, it's going to require a response in 2 hours, and that's calendar hours. So generally what you want to do is set up your business hours. So if you're only open, if your customer support's only open from 9 to 5, you'll define that based on your time. Or if you operate across multiple time zones or you have 24/7 support, you can do calendar hours, how we have it here. We're a worldwide company at Zillium, so that's what we have it. So a high priority ticket comes in, regardless of the time, it's going to be resolved in 2 hours. That's the goal. Medium, we get a whole day, and low, you get 2 days. So this is going to, again, these have been in action. Let's go back. And as we saw earlier, Agentum was a platinum customer. They paid for the platinum plan. And you see that we haven't updated this service level, but we can change it up. We can update this down. If it's high, we got to do it in an hour, medium, 2 hours, low, 1 day. So it's better. We're going to save that. So all those platinum people in the platinum SLA that is associated with their account, their requests are going to be governed by these rules. And because of the contract, there's rules if we violate this. So that's very important to make sure. So that's generally a quick view of what Zoho Support can do and how it can organize all your requests from different channels and from different customers. And we also looked at the context that Zoho CRM in integration can provide. It's really easy to set up with Zoho CRM. If you have a Zoho CRM account, I encourage you to do that. If you don't have a Zoho Support account, I encourage you to sign up. Now, let's just quickly, as I mentioned, we'll look at pricing. So you see here, we have 3 pricing plans. It's very simple. We have a free plan. You can have as many agents as you want. You're never going to pay a dime. This is not throttled by request. Generally, you're going to be able to do web form as we looked at. You're going to be able to have respond and log emails and respond like we saw from the product. You're going to be able to have a knowledge base, interact with customers and community forums. You can customize that web portal, even rebrand it, and then you'll also have priority SLAs and the ability to escalate those when they're not met. And then you can have a few basic reports. Professional is going to be $12 per agent or month. And with both of the paid plans, if you pay for a year up front, we'll give you a 10% discount. But you're not locked in. Again, no contracts ever. So whenever it works for you, we just want to make that as easy as possible. And then here you're going to have that multiple channel support beyond just email and web form. You're going to be social media ready. So as we looked at Twitter and Facebook, you're going to be able to listen, learn, and connect with your customers right there. Maybe cut things off before they become an issue, and really get positive interactions on social media, make positive impact there. We're going to have the ability to create multiple departments and organize it that way, as we looked at today. You're going to have more SLAs, create your own SLAs that define maybe specific customers or accounts or contracts. But you're not going to have only contract management and the ability to associate those and sell those and notify your account managers of those is going to be in the enterprise plan. Again, some automations, the ability to create those customer happiness ratings, which you may be asking, they are customizable. You can change those logos, you can change the wording, really whatever fits what you're looking for. We just want you to be able to give your customers the ability to feedback and track their satisfaction or happiness, because that's you need to be tracking that. Again, professional is going to give you the ability to integrate with Zoho CRM and start getting that context that's already stored in your customer database and reaping the benefit of that into improved customer support. And you're going to have the advanced reports and the ability to use our open REST APIs to make Zoho Support really hum and work with your other systems and products, and just the sky's the limit there. Enterprise, the reasons you want to go there, as I talked about, it's everything with professional. You're going to get a lot more advanced reporting features. So if you need more visibility, more cross-department reports, you need to be able to schedule reports and have those delivered to executives. You can do that. Run a report, daily, hourly, whatever. The contract management, as I mentioned, you're going to be able to create customer request templates to look exactly what you need. Customize that, not only for quick replying, but where everything fits exactly into the way you want to look. You're going to get role-based access control, which, if you're familiar with Zoho CRM, you can set it up where maybe people from this department or in this time zone can only access these tickets. They can't change anything else. They can't see what else is going on. Whatever reason, you need to keep that set up for security and usability, like maybe you have some contract workers, etc. You can integrate with Zoho Bug Tracker, so if you're doing software development, to track your bugs that customers are doing. And as I talked about, and if you want to hear more about, just contact us. You can integrate with Twilio and cloud telephony, where you can answer the call directly inside the program and get that information from the customer right there, so you can better support them. And then, as we looked at with live chat, also this other instant interaction with the live chat channel. So I encourage you to really start wowing your customers today. So just go ahead, and if you haven't, if you have, thank you very much. But just create a Zoho Support account. You can go to zoho.com/support and click sign up now. And you get a free trial of the enterprise plan and really get started going up. And set up these channels as we looked at. It's easy to do. Set up your email, set up your Twitter and Facebook. If you're on the enterprise trial or you're on enterprise, set up chat and get going. And then start connecting and supporting your customers. The last thing that's not mentioned on there is if you have a Zoho CRM account, I really encourage you to link that up so you can get that context. So go ahead and get set up now. We don't have time for questions. I hope you've been asking your questions, and I appreciate it. If you have any other questions, feel free to stick around. I'm going to just turn the screen off, and you can chat with our guys that are here. Again, I appreciate you for attending our webinar and engaging with us. I encourage you to get in contact with us more. We got a lot of people that will want to help you out with any other questions you have. If you want to see a demo of Twilio, if you want to see some of these other advanced features, we'd love to be able to help you get that set up and get using that for the best ability to connect with your customers. But for now, I appreciate your time, and I hope you have a great day, and thank you very much.